With a huge fan base in Ghana, Africa, and the world at large, is a Ghanaian actress, philanthropist, model, producer, and an entrepreneur. Knows how to blend sanity and fame together, as well as make money in the process. She's from a very difficult beginning, but now one of the brands that a lot of companies are running after. Today on my show, The Business of Entertainment, is nobody else but Martha Ankomah. You're welcome to the show, madam.
Thank you, beautiful Isabel.
I hope you're fine.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm doing great by the grace of God.
I can see that. You're so pretty.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go straight to business. You started acting from the days you joined Harisco Drama Group,
which is Fun World.
Okay, then and now, how has acting brought you?
It's brought me so much joy. I mean, I love acting. Just like you said, I started from Fun World. Fun World is a kids program. I believe you were born around that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I started with Harisco Drama Group.
Okay.
We were the National Theatre. And we used to do We Are the Fun Children, everybody, you know. So we were doing a lot of stage performances at the National Theatre. And then we did Kidda Fest. I'm sure you heard of Kidda Fest. Every child in Ghana knows about Kidda Fest and all that. So that's where I started acting, even though it's from church. Basically, originally, acting started from the National Theatre with Fun World Harisco Drama Group.
Okay.
Then I moved on to doing a lot of TV series like All That Glitters, St. James Hotel, Where Is Your Matron, Where Is the Matron, Fortune Island, Sun City, Table of Men, a lot of TV series. Then I started doing movies. Yeah. And ever since, God has been good, God has been great. Then God started opening doors for me, finding myself doing other things like being a model for bigger products and all that, yeah.
Okay. In the university, you studied marketing.
PR and advertising, but I majored in public relations.
Okay, so now how does that work for you now that you're into acting? I know you do other businesses, but then how are you fusing that together with acting?
And so I tell people all the time, it is necessary you go to school as an actor. You know, people think if you're acting, you shouldn't go to school. So right after ISS or JSS, they think it's a talent and you were born with it. And so you don't need to learn. But the truth to be told, I mean, if you don't understand the script, how do you bring out your best, you know? And acting has moved from just raw talent. It's moved from the raw talent to negotiations. I mean, you meeting people trying to engage you when it comes to their communication work and all that, you know. So people would want you to be a brand ambassador. People would want you to communicate their product to the public. The public would like to engage you and all that. How well are you able to communicate with the public, both internally and externally? And so it is necessary you get some sort of education. It's good you can be acting. Like for me, I did public relations in school. I have never worked with it, even though I did my national service at Regional Coordinating Council. After the service, I've not find myself working in anybody's office or so. But it's been good because when you are being called to do something, like you being the face of a product, you going for interviews, and you are able to express yourself. You are able to bring in the 4 P's and the 7 P's I learned in my marketing, you know. So you know that, okay, a product, for you to market a product, you have to talk of the product itself, the price, the place, the process, the fiscal evidence, the promotions, and all that it goes through. You have some kind of idea of what you are selling. And so it puts you up there. And so it's not just about what I studied in school, it's about education, both formal and informal, and it puts you on that world platform, and then you can communicate whatever you're doing to the public.
Wow.
Thank you.
You've done both stage and screen. Which is more profitable for an upcoming actress to start with?
So some people these days are not lucky enough to start with stage. And so it depends, but we started from the stage, and with stage you learn a lot of things right from the stage. You know, you don't work on yourself. The director comes in to instruct, and you have time to learn your script. And with stage, there's nothing like a camera and the director says action or cut when you don't do well. With stage is a live performance, so you have to learn your lines.
When you mess up, you mess up, right?
And you learn discipline. discipline. You work on time, you speak on time, you know how to do a whole lot of things, you know how to train yourself. So the stage master your courage, it masters your crafts. It's good. I mean, it's not like people are, it's good for you to work with both from both angles. I think it's good, but it will be a very good or a greater opportunity if you get to start from the stage, because you get to find yourself between the two. You can do stage and you can do film as well. And anytime you are being called anywhere in the world, you can put your best out there.
Wow. With over 100 movies of roles under your belt and plenty money in your account, would you say that acting is worthwhile profession you took up?
So first of all, I would like to clear this misconception.
Okay.
I've not done over 100 movies. I don't even think I've done 100 movies. I doubt.
Okay.
I doubt if I've done 100 movies. And I don't think I have plenty of money you're talking about. I would wish and I would love to have that money, which I'm praying for, and I'm believing God to give me that money you're talking about. Yeah. But I love to act. Acting is passion. I believe we are born to do what we love.
Okay.
You people, I don't like to say you live life once, but that's the truth. You live life once and you must do something you're happy with.
Right.
You can't wake up in the morning going to work and you don't like your boss. You don't like to see the face of your boss and you're not happy with what you're doing. There's no point living a life you don't like.
Right.
And so since we are born into this world to bring you are here for a purpose. You were created for a purpose. In achieving that purpose, do something that makes you happy. Do something that makes your soul be at peace. Wow. Do something that when you look back, you are like, yeah, I did this and it was for a good cause and for a good reason.
Wow.
And so for me, I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I remember when I completed my university and I was doing my national service, my boss I used to work with had a very good position in another company.
Okay.
And he wanted to go along with me. And I said, I can't stop acting. He said, it will concert no uta no fee. Those of you guys who don't understand the language, it's gone. He said, so is it the concert I want to keep doing? Don't I want to do anything apart from acting? Concert. I'm like, this is what I am born to do. I believe I'm born to act.
Wow.
It comes with so much of ease, I don't stress myself acting. I don't find myself thinking before saying my lines, because I do it with love. I do it with joy. I do it with all the strength and the confidence I've built within. Wow. And so it comes with the passion behind it. And so for me, I don't regret acting. I'll do it any day, anytime. I believe even if I have the opportunity to come back again, I will tell God I would love to be an actor. But the money, I'm hoping and wishing I have all that you are hoping for me, which I'm believing God for such miracles in my life.
That's great. So what do you do aside acting? I know you have other things you do. So tell me.
And so when people ask me, what do I do aside acting? I ask myself, what do bankers do aside banking? But it comes with where we find ourselves. I mean, the kind of continent and the economy we find ourselves. Okay. And so you can't just do acting in Ghana because it doesn't pay. Should be told. Acting doesn't pay that much in Ghana. Right. It's the survival of the fittest. And so there must be something you should do aside acting. And so I run a salon called Martha's Place. It's a salon. It's at Dansoman right opposite Zodiac. We do pedicure, manicure, hair, weave-on, wig caps, braids. They did my beautiful braid for me.
This is beautiful.
And so we do all that in Martha's Place. Then I run this very office called the Yaba Ghana. Yeah. We are into delivery services. So just give us a call and let's pick up the product or whatever you want us to pick up and deliver it to that customer you want to. And so that's what Yaba Ghana is about. And also, I believe I was born to help people. So that's why I came up with Ankomah Foundation 5 years ago.
Right.
For the past 5 years, we have been creating awareness for children living with autism. But we decided to go beyond that and we said, okay, fine. Now the SDG goals has the quality education in it. So why don't we take one of the SDG goals and make it our priority? So we decided, okay, fine, let's choose quality education. Basically, what Ankomah Foundation has been doing for the past 4 years, we go to deprived communities to transform lives into a positive way. And so we go sharing them books exercise books, reading books, school bags, chalkboard, the chalkboard. We used to call it blackboard.
Blackboard, yeah.
Anything to encourage these children in deprived communities for them to go back to school. We believe in education. We believe education can change the system and also turn the face of this generation around.
Right.
And that's what Ankomah Foundation is into.
So you run Ankomah Foundation. How profitable is the life of a philanthropist in that part of business?
In Ghana here, it's not profitable. You don't run a non-governmental organization to make money. I doubt if somebody is making money out of an NGO. You do it to transform society. You do it to touch lives. You do it believing that the people looking up to you, they see you as their role model. Their lives will be transformed by what you are doing. And so I haven't gained anything from running Ankomah Foundation. What I've gained is the life I have seen transformed, which anytime I go on my knee, I'm like, God, I am grateful. Because of me, someone is going to school. Because of me, someone is reading a book. Because of me, someone is wearing a new uniform. Because of me, some people can actually see a chalkboard and they could learn from when a teacher is teaching.
Wow.
And so for me, it's about transforming lives, not about gaining anything. What you should gain is the lives you have transformed in a positive way.
Wow. That's very great. From Vitamog to GTP to Globalcom, among other notable brands that you have worked with as an ambassador, what does it take for an actress to become a brand for this big products?
That's a good question, and I like it, the fact that you asked this very question. And so I'm going to be very blunt and very honest.
Okay.
On this very platform. I believe a lot of people are watching this interview, and so let's see if I can inspire someone.
Right.
I believe in prayers. I'm a Christian and I'm not ashamed of the gospel, and I tell people anytime, anywhere, wherever I find myself, that is the grace of God that has carried me through, and anytime I get an opportunity to be a face of a product, it is the grace of God. But most importantly is how you carry yourself, and I'm passionate about this generation and this youth, this generation and this very, social media thing we find ourselves and our youth getting into. Social media can break you and also can actually hold you in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's how you perceive it. It's how you decide. It's where you fix yourself into. And so you just don't become a brand ambassador. It depends on what a company is looking for. But for you to be associated with such huge names, I believe in decency. For every woman, you must be decent. You must have it at the back of your head. It is necessary I live a good and a decent life, especially when you are a public figure. Especially when you are a public figure,
right,
and you don't know who is watching out there, because people are watching you. You have people telling you, you're my role model, I like your movies, I've been watching you, I've been following you. The question is, what have they been following? Is it your dating lifestyle? Is it what you're putting out there? Anytime you think of posting something, post something relevant. Post something life transforming. Post something that when people go on your page, they're like, I'm learning from this lady. Be the role model you want your children, your children to be. Wow. So don't get into social media. Social media is pulling a lot of people out there. The youth, if you're watching me, don't get into social media in the wrong way. A lot of people are making money out of social media. You can make something positive out of social media. So for you to be associated with all these brands is the kind of life you live. Companies would want to associate with good brands. Ask yourself, do I deserve to be a brand ambassador? If you think so, then you are. But if you think nobody wants to associate with you, then you need to check your life.
On that note, are you condemning people that go naked on social media to get likes and comments and followers?
So the Bible says, thou shalt not judge. I'm a Christian, so I can't judge anyone. I'm in no position to condemn anyone.
Okay.
I'm speaking for myself because I believe people look up to me. And so for me, it's about doing what is right and putting what is right out there. I'm not perfect. I have my flaws, but I wouldn't wake up in the morning and post a picture of my naked self. What am I teaching the people following me? Listen, social media is putting a lot of pressure on people's minds and it's making people go wayward. It's making people take some decisions and do some drastic things. And anytime I go on social, I'm like, is this for real? Are you for real? Is this really happening?
Wow.
So you just don't wake up to post something because you feel like. Don't let your emotions run your mindset. Before you post something, ask yourself, is it worth it?
Wow.
If it's not, forget it. So I'm in no position to condemn anyone. I don't have that authority. I don't. But truth be told, I don't think it is right for you to wake up in the morning and post your nude self. What about the people following you? What about the upcoming generation? What are they learning from you? Anytime you want to impact life, think of something positive. Leave a legacy, and it must be a good one.
Wow. So inspired. As they say, numbers do count. Has your social media numbers and followers helped in the sources of what Martha is in terms of brands trying to enjoy your fan base?
And so I would say yes, in a way, because when people sometimes want to sign you, social media has changed the trend of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to business. And so when people want to sign you, they ask you, so how many followers do you have on Instagram or Facebook?
Wow.
They just want to know with the numbers. Because sometimes the companies might be bigger names, but they don't have your kind of following.
Right.
And so they believe that when they put you up and you have like almost 200,000 or 300,000 people viewing their products, it's a sold out. And it really works. It really works. You can see the face of GTP Adipadumas. I'm rocking this beautiful fabric. It is GTP Adipadumas.
Right.
And so GTP, apart from going through the process for them to sign me on, I post things on social media and it's really helping GTP Adipadumas sell a lot. That is the main reason why people will call you if apart from other reasons,
right,
they would want to use you, because other reasons play a lot. I mean, there are major factors, like I said earlier
before, decency and
your
everything.
following or your followers, they should know that, okay, so I'm putting this girl up and I believe 200,000 people or 500,000 people will go see what we are trying to market. Since we don't have the numbers, she has the numbers and we can work with it. And it always works, yeah. But most people too are following you because they want to learn from you. They want to wake up and see something positive.
Right.
And so if you have, let's say, 1.5 million following.
Right.
And I wake up in the morning and I post something. And let's say a girl of 18 or a girl of 19 who has completed SS is feeling bored and there's nothing to do. What have I actually inculcated into that person? She should also wake up and post that kind of picture. Am I helping her future? No. But when I wake up and I post something positive and I look good, I look decent. Anytime she goes through my page and she sees my picture, she's like, Martha dresses very well. She's classy, she has good comments, and I want to be like her. It is necessary for my future. The doors will open for her because sometimes even the way you look will tell whether people will take you serious or not. And it's necessary you put what is right out there, because you never know who is watching and who is learning from you.
Martha, we saw somewhere that you're worth $850,000. First of all, are you worth that amount of money when you look at what you have done, or it is you're more than that?
So honestly, I'm worth more than that. It's even an insult, for somebody to write on the internet that you are worth $850,000. That is peanuts. I am worth more than that, but I don't have that money sitting in my accounts. But I'm worth more than that. Yes, I'm worth more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I always look at the bigger picture, not what people wish in their mindset, or not what people want for me.
Okay.
I see the bigger picture. I see that the future is so bright.
Right.
And so $850,000 is no money.
It's peanut.
I want to be a trillionaire. It's one of my prayers. I'm working towards that.
Okay.
And so I believe that maybe the next time you interview me, you'll be interviewing a trillionaire.
Amen.
Yes, but I don't have that kind of money. I wish I had that kind of money right now in my account.
But you're worth more than
I
that.
am worth more than that.
Great.
Self-worth is not money. Self-worth is the kind of respect you command when you go outside. Respect is earned, it's not gained.
Right.
So it's what you put out there. If people respect you, they respect your values, they respect your morality, and it's important. That is why I said that people are learning wrongly on social media. And I will be happier that almost everyone in my industry will be putting something positive out there. So when people wake up in the morning, they just don't go seeing nude pictures, they just don't go learning something negative, but they see things and they're like, let's learn from these people.
Wow.
Yes. And so I believe I'm worth more than that. I am worth more than that. And I'm hoping I'll get more than that.
In your account.
In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
It is possible.
Everything is possible
I believe
with God.
in God, so it is so possible.
Possible.
You know.
On that note, Sister Martha, they said the industry is dead. People don't make money out of the film industry anymore. Do you think it's true?
It's true.
You don't make money?
People don't like to be told the truth, but it is true. The industry is not working. A beautiful actress like you is now a presenter.
Yes.
Oh my world. And we have loads of us becoming presenters. You don't see that in Hollywood. The Nigerians are still working. So why are we not working?
What do you think is wrong with
I
the
tell
industry?
people it's the telenovelas and it's the system. We don't have proper structures being put in place in our movie industry. We don't have policies being implemented. We don't have cinemas. How many cinemas do we have in Ghana? The CD business is totally gone. Nobody buys a CD because everybody uses a pen drive or whatever. But people still go to the mall to watch the latest movie produced by Hollywood producers.
You're right.
And so what is happening? When things change, you need to change. Now the face of the industry has changed and we also need to change. The Ghanaian setting has to change. And so we need to have cinemas all over Ghana, not just in Accra. How many cinemas do we have in Ghana here? Do we have in Accra? The one at the West Hills Mall and the Silverbird Mall.
Right. Yes.
The whole Ghana is just 3 cinemas, Kumasi, Accra.
Yeah.
We don't have a cinema even in Tema. So the last time I went to watch a movie at the mall and I was sitting beside these 2 beautiful girls and I asked them, where are you girls coming from? All the way from Tema, very far. Tema is big, it's a city on its own.
Know.
There's no cinema. So people would drive all the way from Comte, whatever, to come and watch a movie at the mall. What is happening? But what we do creates a lot of jobs for people out there. What we do creates a lot of jobs for people out there. When we are on sets, the movie industry people, we employ cameramen, they come with their assistants. We employ makeup artists, they come with their assistants. We employ carpenters, doctors, nurses. We employ we employ everybody, almost everything you can find in this country.
Right.
And so what we do create jobs for people out there. Our kind of job is the only job that you get to work even when you are 80 years.
Right.
You don't get retired when you are 60. No, you could still be 80, 70, 90. If only you have the voice to speak and the mindset to learn your script, you can still be in business.
Right.
And so what we do create a lot of jobs out there, both for the young and the old. And so we need cinemas all over Ghana. When you go to Nigeria, they have cinemas in Lagos. They have more than 23 cinemas just in Lagos.
Right.
That is why they are still in business. They have cinemas in Enugu, Owerri, Imo State, Kaba,
Enugu,
Port Harcourt, Calabar. They have cinemas almost everywhere. How many cinemas do we have in Ghana? And so policies have to be implemented.
Okay.
When I say policies, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
You won't find any of the TV stations in Nigeria, any local TV station showing a foreign TVC, like a telenovela. But here in Ghana, almost all the TV stations are showing those Mexican soaps and the Hindi soaps, and it's killing the industry.
And the funny thing is that
they are even speaking our language.
That's it.
Do they show us in their country?
I'm not sure.
They are even popular than most of us.
It's true.
So what is happening? It doesn't happen in Nigeria. If you want to watch any foreign TVC, go on Z World. It's on DSTV or Telemundo. You get to watch it there. But the Nigerians will fight it. They will not allow you to show any of those foreign TVs on their local TV station because they believe that their sector, their industry creates a lot of jobs for people. So they wouldn't kill it. And so if anyone is watching me, I'm going to use your medium to urge people to come in aid of us. The government must implement policies. We need private people to invest in us. When you go to Nigeria, we have a lot of individuals who have built cinema centers, and they are making money.
Right.
And it's possible here in Ghana.
Yeah.
Ghana, we are not that much.
Yeah.
And so we can make it happen.
Yeah.
So let's make it happen. We don't have any Ghana apart from this very one.
Yes.
So let's give it a bright future. Let's make it grow. Let's make it work. If it's possible for the Nigerians, if it's possible for the people in Hollywood, it's possible for us in Ghana.
Right. Wow. Before we leave you, Sister Martha, everyone knows your decency. How were you able to build such brand to be able to attract the world to do business, see you as a role model, and then regularly visiting the bank?
I don't visit the bank often.
Like how it's all about your decency. You dress like someone who's always going to the bank. Yeah.
So the truth is, the Bible says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom.
Okay.
And right from childhood, my both parents are Christians. My dad was an Adventist.
Okay.
He's dead now. May his perfect soul rest in peace.
Peace.
My mom is a Pentecostal. And I remember my mom will make you go to Sunday school and come back before you watch Tashon. I don't know whether you met Tashon.
I've heard the name.
Wunkun, Journey to the West. You will go to Sunday school and come back before you eat rice porridge, which we call it the rice water.
Okay.
So whether you like it or not, you must go to Sunday school. If you don't go to Sunday school, you won't chew in kati cake or you will eat pancake. So it comes with conditions, you know. And so whether you like it or not, you will be a Christian. You will know God. And so that actually prepared me. It helped me a lot.
Wow.
The love of God. I grew so much in the love of God that whether I like it or not, I have to be in the house of God. And I love the beautiful work that God has done in my life. I always tell people, if it wasn't for God, I don't think anybody would know me. Because this industry, it is not easy. It takes the grace of God for even somebody to give you a role to play.
Yeah.
It takes the grace of God for you to be recognized. It takes the grace of God for you to be nominated. It takes the grace of God for someone to say that you are a star. It is not your works. It is not your beauty. It is not your English. It is not your physique. It is not your connections, your links. It is nothing. I say it is the grace of God. The grace of God makes you stand out. The grace of God puts you out there. It differentiates you. It makes you unique among your peers, you know, amongst your peers. And so for me, it is the grace of God, the fear of God. And apart from that, I believe in determination, perseverance, being a principled person. When it's no, it's no. I will not lie to you. I will not fake it. I will not pretend. So if I'm not comfortable with it, I'm not comfortable with it. I don't say, you can't please everybody. You can't be everybody's pleaser. Then sell an ice cream and make everybody happy.
Right.
And so you have to stand on your principles. There must be certain values you should hold on to. And so if it's no, it's no. I don't give up on myself, because I believe God hasn't given up on me.
Right.
I believe in my dreams. I'm so focused that this I want to achieve and I work towards it. And I like to be faithful and committed in whatever I find myself doing. I believe in integrity. I believe in self-worth. And I believe in self-respect. And so, apart from the grace of God, I believe these are certain things you should work with. And most importantly, humility. You should be humble. When you are humble, people want to be associated with you. People mention you in the right places and at the right time. People come into contact with you and they want to work with you because of your humility. And mostly too, I believe in decency. Everybody wants to be associated with someone who is decent. So you can look very sexy. You can look very classy, but still covered up. You can look touche, dope, still
swagged up.
Still covered up.
Wow.
It is necessary. So believe in God. Pray a lot. To sustain yourself in this industry, you need to be prayerful. Believe in God. Pray a lot. Work hard. Be kind-hearted, generous, be committed, and say to yourself, I will achieve it. It is possible. If God hasn't given up on me, there's no point me giving up on myself.
Right.
He's God all by himself. He's the all-wise God. He has the master plan, and he knows what he's molding your life into. Be patient. At the right time, all things work together for good for them that love God, and he will make it happen. He will set a table before you in the presence of your enemies, and he will anoint your head with oil. He will give you favor, and he will make you a billboard of his glory. It is real. God is real. And anyone watching me, especially the youth, take it easy. There's no hurry in life. Men pray. Don't do what people are doing on social media. It is not worth it. Do the positive things, the good things. God is up there. He's watching. And at the right time, he will favor you. I believe in God. God works. He's still in the miracle business.
Yes.
And is working. And so have faith in God and try and live a good and a decent life. It is necessary you live a good and a decent life, because God makes things happen. He opens doors. The Bible says the heart of a king is in God's heart, and he turns it the way he wants it. And so you can be extremely beautiful, but that door is shut. It is shut. But when God is in the game, when God steps into the matter, you don't look it. You don't have that qualification, but he will definitely open that door.
Right. Thank you so much, Sister
You're
Martha.
welcome.
Thank you for being on my show.
You're welcome.
Nice.
It's a great pleasure having you, and I wish